In this video, we will continue studying games of Ashot Anastasian. I prepared another 3 episodes from his games. Let's start. So here we see the first episode from Anastasian's games, and he's facing legendary Mark Taimanov with the black pieces, 1994, Yerevan, and we are having around equal position. The best would have been for white to take it xd, and with the ideas to go knight f3. No doubts, Anastasian wanted to capture with the c pawn, knight f3. Here knight e4 idea does not really work because of c4, and if you take on c4, then knight on e4 is hanging. So knight d7, very classy move by computers, stopping knight d4, knight b5 ideas, I guess. Knight d4, queen e5 works, and if you take and knight takes e6, knight f3, tactical idea is there. G takes f, f takes c, and black is even slightly better. That's why after knight d7, knight d4 move does not work. In this position, instead of capturing on d5, legendary Mark Taimanov went f4. Very logical move, preparing f4, f5. And let's say if you take knight e4, knight takes e4, d takes c, queen takes e4, we are having approximately equal position. Black easily can go one of the rooks to d8, start trading along d file. Yes, we are having around equal position. But of course, Anastasian spotted the tactical idea, which was blundered by Taimanov. Knight takes a4. If you take b takes a, then queen b6 and queen takes b2. So bishop a1, knight c5 back, and now black is already threatening to take on e4 with the knight. It was f5 attempt to create some attacking ideas. Knight takes e4, the strongest continuation. Knight takes e4, d takes c. Here Taimanov went king h1. If you try f6, then bishop c5 and then e3. Unfortunately for white, they don't have any enough forces to create anything dangerous. After queen g4, black is simply playing g6, and always I can move my rook and then retreat my bishop to f8. So it was king h1, e takes f, another classy move, rook d8, and I very much like this move by Anastasian. Here computers are suggesting g7, g6, but I like this classy move, queen d7. Queen is coming to e6, stopping all possible e6 ideas. Queen takes e4, queen e6, and this is close to hopeless for white. c4, b5, takes rook d2. White simply cannot create any activity along towards black's king side. Rook a2. Taimanov anyway tried doubling the rooks along g file. Yes, king h2, and now rook g4, g6. Even he tried h4, a3, h5, but simple tactical idea, rook c3, rook c3, a2, and now even rook a8 is coming. Black even does have this f5 tactical ideas. Let's say you capture on f6, I take on e4, and then I go bishop f6. This is also completely winning for black. Such an interesting game and such a tactical idea by Anastasian against the legendary Mark Taimanov. Let's continue. I like this one also. Anastasian is having white pieces, 25, 95, close to 26. His opponent is from Sweden, Linus Olsson, 2352. European Team Championship, Armenia, Sweden, Sweden 3, 2005, July 31st. Yes, after bishop g7, it does look a little bit chaotic position. Black is about to castle short side. Black is having some center, and they are slowly preparing f6, f5, but here Anastasian spotted another brilliant move, b2, b4. Now if you take a takes b, then knight b3 comes, your rook on a5 is under attack. If you move the rook, then you are losing pawn on d5, which is very essential for black's position. Yes, rook a8, knight takes d5. And this is already close to hopeless for Linus Olsson. f5, knight e2, we don't care much about our exchange. If you go e4, then knight f4, takes take, this is completely hopeless. h8 is hanging along dark squares. White is having more than enough compensation. Short castle was played, c4, e4, rook c1, bishop b2, rook b1. If you take bishop a3, then knight is coming to f4, and your bishop on a3 is simply trapped. Bishop e5 was played by Linus, f3, opening up f-file and bishop along h1, a8 diagonal. He takes f, bishop f3, knight f4, queen e2, c5, pawn on c4 was under attack, rook bd1, rook d2, and now knight takes c6, h4, takes, and knight f4. Yes, black resigned, hopeless position. White is also taking on g4. Black simply does not have any hopes, any counterplay. Yeah, such a beautiful tactical idea which Anastasian spotted before. And if you don't play before, then simply you don't have much. It's around equality. And today's third episode, third game I prepared, Ashot Anastasian 2540 is playing against Petrakov, Petrakov 2335, Kostovo Open 1994, August. Honestly speaking, I never previously I never seen any similar tactical idea. So no doubts, white is having slight pressure. White is better, and knight takes d4. If you take queen d4, then rook takes f5. It was knight takes d4, rook d5. Now white wants to take with the queen on d4 or with the rook. That's why knight e2 is the only move. Queen takes c2, queen e6, rook e5. And here, surprisingly or not, after queen f6, still black has all the chances to keep the equality or something close to equality. But I very much understand Petrakov, who went queen g6, threatening bishop d3, which looks very tempting and forcing, and does not let white to capture on b7. But unfortunately for black, after queen g6, queen e3, black's position is very, very unpleasant. Simply your bishop on f5 is useless, p7 is hanging, and white pieces are dominating the position. Bishop d3, rook c1, bishop a6, a6, attempt to protect the pawn on b7, b4, threatening b5, rook e7, takes, queen b3, a4, threatening b5, rook e1, and now queen e3, attacking the bishop, bishop b7, queen takes a7, and now queen e3. Slowly white will start pushing a and b pawns. Black does not have any counterplay, anything concrete, so Petrakov resigned. Thank you very much, dear friends. Today I prepared, for this video, I prepared these 3 episodes. Hope you liked. Please, in the comments section, if you do have any stories related, connected with Ashot Anastasian, feel free to uh, tell us about them. Once again, thank you very much, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel.